As they say in the South, I almost lost my life on the damn highway. Today's episode is about a fresh start, new beginnings, and building resilience. I'm Dr. Gayle Myers, wellness and resilience expert. Life offers us a fresh start, a new beginning every day. Most days we wake up to a new day where life seems routine, but sometimes life catapults us onto a totally different landscape that is unfamiliar, unknown, and a total surprise, like the pandemic. For me, in 2011, it was an instant change from living a life at full bore to being incapacitated and facing an unknown outcome of recovery after gratefully surviving a 105-mile-an-hour head-on collision and near-death experience. My incapacitating pain was flooded with PTSD every time I drove a car or was a passenger. I knew if I was going to heal, I had better be all in: spirit, body, mind, emotions, and attitude. I had dedicated my life to helping others heal. Now I had to apply everything I knew about healing to myself. And I started with gratitude for being alive. Anytime I began, allow fear, anger, grief, doom and gloom to set in, I would stop myself and shift into being grateful for being alive. I began to focus on what I could do, no matter how minimal it was, such as today, I can breathe through the pain. I focused on what I could do, not what I couldn't or what I used to be able to do. Each improvement was an incremental milestone and an encouraging message to my body: we can heal. I had been meditating for over 30 years, and I used meditation as my foundation for healing, accessing my inner light and wisdom, and having a loving relationship with my body became the keystone to my journey of recovery. As the doctor who was the patient, one of my biggest lessons was patience. I had a lot of tools I could use at first. I proceeded to do everything I could to heal: lots of sleep, nutritious food, no alcohol, physical therapy, biodynamic osteopathy, acupuncture, and massage, until it became clear that doing everything was too much for my body. I had to listen to my body's messages and honor the balance of what my body needed for healing. And the key element in healing: the tincture of time. I learned healing was a journey with its own timeline that couldn't be rushed, no matter what the textbook said. I had been trained to work long hours, to override fatigue, and to just keep going. Then I realized if I was going to heal, I had to stay present to the healing that was in the moment that day and celebrate each small change, like, oh, wow, I can walk across the room easier. As I made it through the day, I found a rhythm of listening to my body's needs. Each time I honored my body's needs, I improved, at first incrementally and then progressively faster. Healing can be measured in chapters, each leading to the next. There would be discouraging setbacks where I would lose ground, sometimes for months. One day, my brilliant PT reminded me, Gayle, setbacks aren't always setbacks. And I began to see a higher purpose to what I had originally considered a setback. After each setback, I experienced greater insight and perspective on trauma. Despite the extra time it took to gain strength, a new ability was always the result, like rolling over in bed without excruciating pain, or being able to move more easily and walk up a flight of stairs, or having more stamina throughout the day. During my second year of my 5-year recovery, I decided my recovery would take as long as was necessary. In letting go of trying to hurry my recovery, I progressed faster. I also relaxed into the healing journey for what it was teaching me. I began to have a depth of understanding of what patients were experiencing, the fear, frustration, exhaustion, the pressure to recover. As a result, my level of compassion grew exponentially, and I discovered something profound: the inherent resilience of the indomitable human spirit. Resilience is the ability to cope and bounce back after life's challenging situations and create new solutions. When you acknowledge your inherent resilience, you begin to gain a deeper trust in your own ability to heal and live into a greater purpose. Usually, you can't see this purpose while you're in the thick of a sudden life change, a traumatic event, or the loss of a loved one. If you shift your focus for a moment away from the blinding fear or uncertainty, you begin to access a deeper wisdom within that moves you away from overwhelm and toward a new perspective and solution. Your awareness and inner strength tap right into your resilience. In that moment of stillness, your awareness points you toward your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical resilience. They work as a team. Your spiritual awareness comes through as a knowing you're going to be okay. Your mental resilience comes in seeing new solutions in the moment. Your emotional resilience brings you a new level of calm and motivation. And your physical resilience comes incrementally with lessening of your pain or fatigue and increasing your ability to function, whether it's walking, reaching, or having more physical stamina. Your resilience team players are essential, but they may not all be on par with each other. Sometimes your mental, physical, or emotional resilience isn't quite to the level you need, but your spiritual resilience is always there. It just needs a simple hello, an acknowledgement of its presence. Your inner knowing starts as an inkling, a sense, a moment of insight, the next step, the fresh start. Whether it's a graduation, finding or starting a new job or career, beginning a new relationship, relocating, or life throwing you a curveball like the pandemic lockdown or a traumatic event, you have the opportunity for a fresh start, a new perspective, a new beginning. Navigating life's challenges can be daunting, but when you take a moment to breathe, pause, and tune in to your inner guidance or wisdom, a window will open for you to see a new landscape. It's an opportunity for a breath of fresh air and to reboot. Each day you can hit the refresh button when you give yourself the validation that you are capable of taking the next step towards your goal. You tap into your resilient support team spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and allow each part to do its job. If one part of your resilient support team needs more attention, give yourself what you need: a motivational moment of reading, listening to a podcast, talking to a mentor or coach, or seeking professional help. So, what is your new beginning? A new job, relationship, exercise routine, creative project, more restful balance, or the next part of your healing journey? What's your fresh start today that leads you to your next step in health conscious living towards your goals? I'd love to hear in the comments.